Camryn, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be reviewing for you guys the Beauty Blender foundation. So if you guys don't know what Beauty Blender is, basically Beauty Blender is this little egg that is used to apply makeup. Sorry, mine is super dirty right now. I guess that's the problem about buying the black one. It gets really dirty. But basically it's used to apply foundation or powder or all different things, honestly. And let me just say, beauty blenders have been the best creation for the makeup world. Like, I honestly love applying my foundation with a beauty blender way over a brush, over anything. And I've tried every single off-brand beauty blender, like sponges and stuff, and just for some reason the real beauty blender just does something different. I don't know what it is, but it works amazingly and I love it so much. So when I found out that Beauty Blender came out with a foundation, I was like, I have to try it. They actually came out with the foundation back in the summer and I hadn't really heard much about it, so I didn't really go and buy it. Also, it wasn't available in the Sephora near me, so I was like, okay, whatever, I'll just try it another time. So recently, actually this month, a few weeks ago, the Sephora by my school just got it in stock, and the Sephora by home just got it in stock. So I think now it's becoming a lot more popular and a lot bigger, and more YouTubers are using it and reviewing it, and I just realized that I really wanted to try it, so I bought it at Sephora at home. And ever since I've been using it, like, I have fell in love. I wore it all throughout my Florida trip, so it stayed on when I was in the sun all day, at the beach, like going in the water. It's such a long-lasting foundation, and it's pretty full coverage, but at the same time, it has a really natural looking finish. It's creamy when you put it on, but it dries pretty matte, but it's not too matte where it's gonna dry out your skin, because I have fairly like dry to normal skin. It's mainly normal though, so foundations that are too matte usually don't work on me, but this is like the perfect amount. It just applies really nicely. You might have to like do a few layers if you want really full coverage, but I don't like foundation that's like too full coverage because I feel like it starts to look cakey. But with this, I've never realized myself looking cakey. It's honestly just a great foundation overall. I absolutely love it. I have no complaints except for one thing. The only thing that I have to say about this foundation is that they don't have a good color range, which is really bad. They have like one line for like tanner and darker skin girls, and one of them is like an orange shade, which is so weird, and I just think like the shade range is pretty bad, so I think they need to step it up on that part of it, because it isn't fair that like people with tanner or darker skin don't really get to try out this foundation, because it is a really good foundation, and I just think that that's not really right. But otherwise than that, I love the foundation itself. Obviously, I use a beauty blender to apply it because that's what you're supposed to do. It's a beauty blender foundation, and it just comes up looking so nice. It's a flawless finish. I'm going to show you guys because you guys are going to get to see me put it on in a little bit. First, I'm just going to show you guys the actual foundation. So this is what it looks like. Basically, sorry for the reflection. Basically, that's what it looks like, and it's a little different because you guys see the shape of the egg, like the beauty blender, like the shape of the beauty blender. So basically there's a lock on the back, and you unlock it and you press the button at the top and the foundation comes out onto the plate. So I like to use it like this. A lot of people don't because they say they don't like to clean this, but I don't have a problem cleaning it. I love that I don't have to worry about foundation staying on my hand, because really good foundations, you cannot get off your hand all day. You have to use a makeup wipe, and why waste a makeup wipe to get... So I love having this. I'd rather have to wipe it off of here than my hand. And it's literally just a plate for you to dip your beauty blender right in. I just think it's really different because I've never seen a foundation that does this, where it shoots out onto like the plate like that. And I just think that's really cool already, and that really pulled me in because I'm like, that is so cool. And everyone I show it to is like, that's awesome. Like, I love it. The shade 1.4. I don't know what it is called. It just says 1.4. So anyways, now that I've showed you guys everything and I've told you guys all about the foundation, I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna apply it. I'm just going to be talking to you guys throughout about little things that go along with the foundation and everything, you know. But anyways, so I'm just going to use my beauty blender. I wet it a little bit, and I'm just going to dip it into the little bit of product I put on here. Guys, I almost just forgot to put, I thought I already primed my face, but I didn't, so I have to go back and do that right now. So I'm just going to spray it with the Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray. You guys know from my everyday makeup routine, I always do this before I do my makeup. Hydrates my skin. I also moisturize my skin already when I wash my face after I got out of the shower. Then I'm just going to be using the Too Faced Hangover Primer. This primer makes your skin a little more moisturized, a little more glowy. Since it is a matte foundation, like I said, it's not super matte, so it's not going to look dry. It looks dry. It looks matte, but like glowy at the same time, if that makes sense. I feel like it's good for like any skin type. Obviously, unless you have super, super dry skin, but it's pretty good for any skin type, honestly. But I do want to use a hydrating primer just because it is going to have a matte finish, and I feel like a hydrating primer will keep me looking, you know, glowy and fresh all day. And this hangover primer is amazing. It honestly keeps my makeup on all day. Okay, so now that I prime my face, I can go back and I'm gonna take the product that I put in my beauty blender and I'm just gonna start applying it to my face. So, oh, and you guys see I have like that pimple right there and these pimples and blemishes. Also, there's a lot of redness to my face because right after I take a shower with hot water, my face gets really red and like blotchy. It takes a while for it to go down. So you're gonna see how much this covers. So you guys already see that the redness of that pimple is like almost gone, and the redness of my face. And this is only off a little bit, and it's pretty full coverage. And then my under eye circles, if you look at the difference between this side and this side already. Like, I mean, my bags aren't that bad right now because I've been going to sleep pretty early, but yeah. Also, this shade is, like, pretty good for me. It looks a little white on camera. Like, it looks a little light. But at the same time, it looks kind of yellow on camera. I don't know. I can't tell. But in person, I'm telling you, it is, like, such a good match. I always like to have my foundation a little bit darker than my skin tone. This looks like it's lighter, but it's really not. It's, like, has a little bit more of a yellower tint to it. It's a little bit of a warmer shade for me. Yeah, this is how I like my foundation to look. And obviously, once I get the whole face done, it's going to look a lot more normal. Okay, I didn't really put a lot on the plate before because I was just demonstrating, so I'm going to put a little bit more. And I'm just going to continue. So you guys can see, though, that the redness in my face has really gone down a lot. So good. And you always want to blend into your hairline. I know it's, like, annoying because you don't want to get foundation in your hair, but you can't have your hairline looking super pale and the rest of your face looking, you know. You guys see this coverage? I know my eyelids look so weird because I have nothing on it. Okay, I have more blemishes over here. So... this is only one layer of the foundation. I mean, like, I'm kind of going over the same spots a few times, but I'm not, like, putting more foundation on it. I'm just kind of going over it with, like, what's left on the beauty blender, you know? Alright, I'm just going to do my eyelids because they look really weird right now, so I'm just going to, like, put a little bit of product on my eyelids. I don't know if you guys do this. I know some people do and some people don't. I feel like I look so weird when I don't put, like, concealer or foundation on my eyelids. Always want to blend into your neck. Always should look blended. Also crease a lot, and I feel like this foundation does not make me crease as much, like especially when I set it. It does not make me crease a lot, so I really like that about it. Okay, so it's basically all finished. As you guys can see, I covered up a lot. Actually, let me put a little bit more on this side right here. So now I'm good. Anyways, so this is kind of what it looks like right now. Obviously, doesn't look as good when I don't have foundation and everything. I mean, bronzer and contour and concealer on, all that other stuff. But this is what it looks like. As you guys can see, I really covered up a lot. It's very full coverage. I still look glowy at the same time. But now I'm going to go do my bronzer, my contour, blush, highlight, set, everything. I'm going to do everything right now, so I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I am finished with my whole face, so now you guys can probably get the full effect. It's super, super full coverage, and honestly, I barely put any concealer on because I'm almost out of concealer that I wanted to use. I didn't really need it, honestly, because the foundation is just so full coverage. I mean, like, I used my concealer more to highlight than to cover anything up. So now, all I do after I do my makeup is I just wipe it off with a paper towel, and it's literally so clean afterwards. And then I just lock it after. Is it locked? Now it's locked. Okay. Yeah, so I just lock it right after. Blender, Bounce Foundation, I give it a... okay, so I would give it a 10 for how it actually looks and how it applies, but I'm going to give it an 8 because of their shade range. Honestly, Beauty Blender, foundation, Beauty Blender, the company in a whole, Beauty Blender, you need to fix your shade range. It's not cool. That's all I have to say. But otherwise, it is an amazing formula. Just such a good foundation, and I love it. That is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more videos like this and you have any products you guys want me to go get and test out and do reviews on, just give this video a thumbs up and comment what you want me to review down below. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.